Getting people engaged and staying that way is really tough in events, isn't it? It is the big challenge. And I like the idea of making the audience or the attendees actually have to engage themselves. So, you know the standard panel format by now, when we get each contributor to introduce themselves, witter on for a bit, and then take questions from the moderator or the event host or whoever before opening up to a Q&A with the audience. Pretty standard, probably what you see in most of the events you go to. Well, why not start with actually asking the audience the questions? Get them raising their hands and making their points and what's relevant and important to them from the very beginning, because it actually gets it gets the audience really involved straight away from the get-go, and it will make this expert panel much more relevant if they are really speaking to the audience that is there in front of them. And obviously this is an in-person event, but you could do exactly the same thing in online using digital technology, using the hand-raising functions if you're being really boring on a Zoom, but all the other options that you can do in all kinds of different events and on different platforms. Now, I want you to be warned that sometimes when you do this to the audience, they initially look really horrified, especially if it's 9 o'clock in the morning, they haven't had their coffee yet, and they think that, I'm just going to go in and sit down and be spoken to. And it can be, you can see some of them cringe inwardly when you think, oh my God, something's expected from me. It's like school. But actually, pretty soon they will just really dig in and start getting with it, getting with this unexpected style and really enjoying it. And you get so much more from people that way, and you really feel that they've been engaged to. I think I've said it before, but the big sort of love message is to be listened to. And so if you are loving and listening to your audience from the minute that you start your event, from the minute they come into a session, I think you will get so much more back from them. We really can be a little bit resistant to change, but I think shaking up the old formats can really do a power of good inside the event session and therefore for the event.